Hi everybody, it's Julie with You to Be Healthy, coming to you today again with Tuesday Tips at 10. And today I wanted to talk to you about some of the things we can learn from Luke Perry's death. And I know everybody's been bombarded with news stories and social posts about his passing from a stroke. And I just wanted to kind of address some of the things that we can actually learn from it. Because him dying at age 52, which is such a young age, and suddenly is really, really sad. I mean, he was a successful actor. He was a well-liked actor by both men and women. And he left behind, his fiance, his children, his other family, friends, and of course a lot of fans. We kind of grew up watching him, and then I really like some of the really good like Christian movies he did later in life, and he just expanded on an actor. And I wanted to kind of, what can we learn from it? There's always, it's hard to find good sometimes in people dying, especially suddenly and so young, but what can we learn from this? And so I have my notes in front of me, and I'm just going to kind of talk to you for a few minutes about that. Stroke is really just a form of heart disease. It's, and like most heart diseases, they can be prevented. And it's not, it doesn't, it has no, how should we say, problem attacking anyone. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. It doesn't care that you make millions of dollars like he did, or is on a fixed income from Social Security. It doesn't have any inhibitions. It's going to attack. We're all kind of like at its mercy if we don't take care of ourselves. And like most heart diseases, strokes most of them can be prevented. There's a few that are without people, not in people's control, where they might have a predisposition to it due to a birth defect or something like that. But the majority of strokes, just like the majority of heart disease, can be prevented. So what are some of the things that we can control? Because, obviously, let's work on what we can do. First off would be your diet. In basic terms, this means everything that you ingest and how it affects your body weight and your body composition. Being overweight really risks your risk go up for high blood pressure or hypertension. And this can cause coronary heart disease and even stroke. And keep something in mind. One of the most common symptoms of heart disease, whether it be heart attack or stroke or whatever, one of the very first symptoms is death. Okay? A lot of people think, oh, it's the pain in the arm, it's the tightness of the chest. Now, actually, most people don't know that they have it. Their first symptom is death. They die very quickly. And a diet high in saturated fat and cholesterol can really lead to this buildup in arteries. It's just like gunk filling up a water line. And when that happens, it makes your arteries more narrow and more stiff. They're not pliable. So when blood gets pumped through your arteries, it's very pliable. It expands and it contracts and it expands and contracts. When your arteries get stiff, it just narrows and it's more like a metal rod. And therefore, that's how your blood pressure can get really high, because there's no expanding and contracting of a pliable artery. It's just like going through a metal tube, and it's just going to go really quick, and up goes your blood pressure, right? So, an unhealthy diet can also lead to diabetes, which left uncontrolled just can increase your risk of developing heart disease much higher. And then heavy drinking can cause your heart muscle to enlarge, to thicken, to stiffen. That stiff drink is just going to make your heart really stiff and not work as well. So what do you eat to help prevent stroke and other heart disease? Not rocket science. It all comes back down to healthy eating. More vegetables, more fruit, lean protein. Stay away from the red meat as much as you can. I mean, it's okay to have a little bit, but moderation. And supplements. You can't just get it all from your diet. It's impossible. And some of the big supplements would be the omega-3s, and fiber are huge to help reduce heart disease. And I highly recommend you get with us and we can help you form a heart healthy diet that really isn't that radical and not that hard to follow. So I always tell people, make an appointment with us. Let's just talk. And another factor that you can control is your lifestyle. There are really a lot of bad habits that can contribute to increasing your risk of heart conditions. Smoking, I mean, that's the major preventable cause that you have within your control. Smokers are twice as likely to have a heart attack compared to those who don't smoke. I mean, it just doubles your chances right then and there. It also damages the lining of your arteries and reduces the amount of oxygen in your blood. And then it also makes it more apt that you're going to have a blood clot. Now, you could have that blood clot in your heart, which would cause a heart attack, or you can have that blood clot in your brain, which could cause a stroke, which is what happened to Luke Perry. The single most thing you could do for yourself today is to commit to quit smoking. Because the moment you stop smoking, your body actually goes to work right away to help repair the damage immediately. It goes to repairing the damage. So the sooner you can stop, the sooner your body can start making repairs. And you might be surprised at how quickly the body can repair itself from smoking. So I highly recommend that. And also, people who don't get enough sleep or don't exercise, also it can increase their risk of heart disease, including stroke, tremendously so. Both of these are really vital to a healthy body in general, and then a stronger heart. Stress. We've all heard it. Excessive stress can lead to hypertension or high blood pressure and making you more prone to heart conditions. And I really believe that chronic stress causes like a chain reaction in the body because you got all these influxes of the stress hormones like cortisol and stuff. Plus you tend to not sleep well, and you usually don't eat well either. So that combination, when you have this huge amount of stress and it just causes this terrible chain reaction inside the body that affects the body and your heart. And so stress is a huge killer. So some things you can do right now is really make a commitment to stop smoking. If you do, set and stick to an earlier bedtime. That's kind of a no-brainer. And make it a priority. And then start making exercise a priority as well, and really learning the skills at reducing stress. And I can't stress that enough, that you need to find skills to, find ways to reduce your stress. Even if that means removing certain things or certain activities, and yes, removing even certain people from your life if they cause you too much stress. We all are taught to love one another, but at some point, some relationships are toxic and you need to get out of them. And you'll find that as you get older, you understand that concept a little bit better. There are so many people who want you to be around for the long haul. They want you around for their children as they grow up. If you won't do what's necessary to take care of yourself for you, do it for them. You love them, right? And they love you. Don't make them go through what so many people have to go through after someone has a heart attack and dies, or has a stroke and watches you suffer in a hospital bed with tubes and beepers and alarms and stuff, and only for you to pass away and they never got a chance to say goodbye. That's what Luke Perry's family is going through right now. That's what so many other families are going through. Don't do that to them. So it's very important that you take care of yourself so you can be around for the long term and love them and be a part of their life. Okay, as always, I always offer something free. And what we're offering free today is, remember our heart health webinar we had last week. I know many of you joined us and learned so much. And some of you weren't able to join us or didn't even know about it. And I want to make that replay available to you. This is giving you VIP access to this. And I think it's such an important topic. We wanted to make it available to everyone. And what I'm going to do is put the link in the comments down below. And what it is it's in our wellness center, and our wellness center is a whole area where you can learn not just about heart health, but all factors of health. And these are articles and webinars done by health professionals, so you can trust that the information is very good and is sound, and the suggestions that they provide are safe. And we always tell people, if you have any questions, please make an appointment with us to talk with us and see what you can do to make yourself healthier. But the Wellness Center is just kind of our place where you can go all in one location to find pretty much anything you need to know about health. And if you can't find it, ask us. So I'm going to put the link to that, and you will find Dr. Dagi's Heart Health webinar in that Wellness Center. So make sure that you sign up today. It's free. We're not charging you for it, but you do need to sign up for it, okay? So that is, I wanted to make that our giveaway for today, because I know so many people didn't get a chance to watch the webinar and they're really interested in learning. If you have any questions, please get with us, and we hope you have a wonderful, healthy day. Thank you. Take care.